our incomparable voice cast. Please welcome, she plays Pam Poovey, Amber Nash. He plays Aisha's comptroller, Cyril Figgis. Please welcome Chris Cornell. She plays the lovely Lana Kane. Please welcome Aisha Tyler. He plays Sterling Archer, the one, the only H. John Benjamin. Our creator, executive producer, who's also been known to voice a few characters or two. Please welcome Adam Reed. And our moderator today is the esteemed columnist, senior writer for TV Guide magazine. Please welcome Mr. Damian Holbrook.
I'm Damian Holbrook from TV Guide magazine. Like John said, thanks so much for having me. And congratulations.
Go for TV Guide!
There you go. He said so. I want to congratulate all of you for displaying exquisite taste in television and being here and nowhere else right now. So congratulations to you guys, season 4. You guys are killing it. Clearly you're not going to give us a lot of secrets to season 4 as we saw in that trailer. But what can you tell us about what's coming up? Give us something.
So just one more question.
What is coming up? I think there will be an epic undersea battle.
But you think? You're not sure.
Is it going to be like a sea lab redux?
A laboratory under the sea.
Sex with a mop head?
Yes.
Please, God.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will go under the ocean to have an adventure.
And TV Guide magazine broke earlier this week that Mallory is getting married.
Interesting.
Yes. So, is someone actually going to make her an honest woman? Do we know who this person is?
We do know. And the person is, his name is Ron Cadillac, and he owns 6 Cadillac dealerships in the tri-state area. And he's a total civilian and a voice of reason, and the reasons why Mallory married him have not been made clear yet. But the character will be played by Jessica Walter's real-life husband, Ron Liebman.
Nice. Cool. And how do you think Archer is going to take having a new dad?
I like his name a lot. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
You were in the episode.
Yeah, but I rarely remember that stuff. I don't remember how Archer reacted, but I assume, right?
I think childishly.
Yeah. I don't think he'll like a new dad. He doesn't know who his real one is yet.
Right.
Yeah. Would you think that he would prefer to have Burt Reynolds back as his dad?
To have who? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear that. I really didn't. But everybody applauded. What? Who?
Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Burt Reynolds, yes.
He was on this show called Archer last season?
Yes, no, I know, I remember.
John doesn't watch his show.
I would love to have Burt Reynolds as my dad.
I wouldn't.
So has there ever been, I mean, this is a show that is so over the line that is just spectacular, but has there ever been a line or a storyline where FX was like, not at all, not a chance?
We did the Archer being seduced by the 14-year-old girl in Switzerland took a massaging, and I think she actually ended up being 16. Because when I said, look, I researched this, and 14 is the age of consent in Germany, the nice S&P lady at FX said, that's great for Germany, it's not the age of consent at the Fox family. So...
Well, the Fox family in Tennessee, right? And Mississippi. It's still 14 there, right? Yeah.
Utah too.
The Foxes have a huge family in the South. They
own News Corp. Not really.
Okay, so you guys clearly, I mean, we know that you don't record together. But how do you keep the energy up when you're in a booth alone and you've got such incredible things to work off of, but nobody's there for it?
Okay.
You don't get that in New York.
Oh, it's so true.
Welcome to anger management.
Adam will usually read with us, you know, there's a big back and forth kind of thing, but, you know, literally, I personally, I don't know what everybody else does. I don't care. I'll just jump around, you know, jump.
But you have nobody to, like, break.
Like crisscross?
Nobody to what?
To break, you know, like, isn't that the challenge, like getting each other to laugh?
Adam laughs.
I'm about being professional. I gotta just do my job. I'm not, you know, I'm not there to have a good time.
Everybody works differently. Like I feel like, does Adam read his lines with you? Like
No, but when Adam laughs, I'm always like, did I do a good job, or is he laughing because he's so fucking funny? And it's always, is he laughing at his own
Laughing at my own joke.
Or did I do a good
You
job?
are.
He's
Laughing at my own joke that you just happened to read out.
Right. Yeah. And then I'm awesome.
I am a genius.
Like that is the test for me. Like I'll do the line a bunch of times, and then if I can break Adam, then I feel like I'm like, okay, now it's time to move on. But then sometimes he goes, that was great, and I go, like, do you really feel that way? You just want to be done? I was like, I just want to be done with you. So yeah, then we move on.
Do you each have your own favorite line so far from the show's run? Like one that you just can't get out of your head?
Amber.
Oh God, yeah, it's chupacabra, but for dicks. Pretty good one. Pretty good one.
Just did it again.
I'd say genius. Every time he laughs,
Classic Adam Reed.
I'm a genius.
That was Pam's line. That was ad-libbed.
Was it?
What was?
Did you ad lib
The
that one?
chupacabra thing. We were like, that's
No, it
terrible.
wasn't.
Don't say that. And you're like, no, that's what I always say.
I think my favorite line was also ad-libbed by Pam, was the panties. What, right? Like the drowning.
You're drowning in it?
Was it?
Drown a toddler in my panties.
I could drown a toddler.
I did not ad-lib that.
Did you ad-lib that?
Adam, this is what I always say.
Did it really happen in real life? Is that how much comes out? That's a crazy amount.
I will actually say that my two favorite lines are also Pam's lines, and one is the one you're so turned on you could cook this chili in your cooch. And also when, this is from season 1, when Cyril was having sex with Cheryl Carroll, Krista Hall, and Pam was on the toilet and said, you guys are making it really hard to drop a deuce. I'm very
Pam says it's great.
But I did like de-escalate your dick. That was a good one. I would use that in real life. Good one.
That's another one of Amber's.
Practical.
My servo sound.
And Adam, do you have anything?
Yeah, those were all good.
Yeah.
Can you talk
Those
about
are
your
perfectly
awesome
fine.
beard? Adam, your beard is just working. It is. I just love a fan.
I'm hearing that it's not actually.
I know. I love it. I feel like you look as if you might live in the mountains. You could build something. It's good. Yeah, you look rugged.
So how do you guys kind of prepare your voices for these recording sessions? Like, how do you get into the character of your voice?
Eat a bowl of cum.
Good night and thank you. Comic-Con is over now. He just won it.
I just read.
You are not going to hear that at the Vampire
I
Night.
just read the warning.
Read that.
So sorry, 14-year-olds. I just taught you about cum.
And we read that the back of this says, please be aware that many members of your audience may be under 18 years of age or don't want to hear about what you do on a Saturday.
First of all, I happen to be Jewish, and I don't eat cum on Saturday. Monday through Friday. You guys love your cum jokes. Not that great.
Unsupervised toddlers?
Alright, we're going to move on. Oh my God, that is an honor point. Amber, I think of
If you
anyone.
want to speak to somebody reasonable, talk to Chris. If you would like to have a reasonable conversation, talk to Chris Parnell. He's your only hope. Obi-Wan Kenobi, your only hope.
I'm even afraid to open to the audience. Alright, Amber, I think of anyone, people are probably the most shocked that you look so different from Pam. And I believe you're wearing like boat shoes right now.
I am wearing
Yeah.
boat shoes today.
Do you consider this the grossest character on television?
I am honored that you said that. And yes, I do. I think Pam is disgusting and lovable at the same time. She is. And actually, the model for Pam lives in my neighborhood. And she's a delightful woman that runs a furniture store. And she's so sweet. And when we see each other, like at the grocery store, we'll be like, hey Pam, what's up? She's a very nice woman and much more attractive in person. She's very attractive.
Does she like the show?
I think she does like the show, yeah.
Does she find anything offensive about the pool balls?
I don't think so. She knows that it's way out of her hands at this point.
And Chris, you've got such an incredibly distinctive voice, and it's
Thank you.
Yes. Have you asked about possibly, and he's one of the greatest other characters on TV, have you asked Tina Fey if Dr. Leos Pachemin could possibly join ISIS for an episode?
Well, you know, ISIS says Krieger. He's sort of the more evil version of Dr. Pachemin. I don't know that Dr. Pachemin, I don't know if there's a need for him. And I'm sure Tina and NBC would say no anyway.
And Aisha, I have a question because it comes back to it and was even hinted in this episode. Do you think Lana might still be in love with Archer?
I think that Lana loves, I think she definitely loves Archer much. She's developed a level of affection for him much in the way that one might develop a level of affection for like a goiter or some kind of thing you grew yourself. Yeah, like a goiter. You know, it needs to be cut out. But then when it's going, like, man, there used to be something there. It's nice. Yes.
We're going to start taking audience questions, so if you guys want to line up, I think there's probably
Keep it
microphones
clean,
somewhere.
folks.
And while we're doing that, Adam, how do you keep this group in line? Or do you keep this group in line?
No, I don't at all.
Nor would I presume to.
Yeah, they're.
You're not a ringleader. You're the guy who's like, let's go burn some shit.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Or do you have any plans to expand their families? Will we meet possibly more brothers, sisters, things like that?
No.
No one else has any more family?
No, I'm sure they all do, and I would love to, like see what it was like growing up in Lana's house or in.
Oh, we're gonna meet some black people. Whee! Well, only one black person, and then the white person that made her. Yeah. Or maybe does she not float up in a basket?
Oh, we have a basket of brushes.
Yes, that's how the biracial babies come.
All right, we're gonna somebody. We got people. Oh.
I love the show. You guys are my favorite altogether. 2 questions. Are you going to introduce any new characters since a lot of the characters you have are very established? And number 2, why isn't Pam an agent?
Good question.
Short answer, yes, and I don't know. We do have some new characters joining the Aisha staff this season. A very funny comedian named Andrew Donnelly is going to be playing the guy in charge of the armory because they've been a little lax with if you can just walk in there and take a rocket launcher home. So now you have to check stuff out. And Pam should be an agent. She should run the whole place. She's the most together character on that show, even though that's a pretty low bar. And plus, she's just deadly hand-to-hand combat person. And an excellent driver. She'd be great. But I think there might be some inherent sexism at ISIS.
She's not hot enough?
I didn't say that. And that was sexist. Just that she's a woman.
Can we prove that?
Lana's a cyborg. There's your spoiler you were looking for.
She's the old woman, baby.
Hi guys, great fan of the show, and I just recently turned my 24-year-old daughter into a rabid fan. And she couldn't be here today.
Good parenting.
Yes, thank you. She couldn't be here today, but she wanted me to show you, if possible, her drinking game that she made for Archer. And
yes.
And she wanted me to
also great parenting.
She wanted me to warn you that playing this game during the pilot could be deadly. But just from this episode alone, I would have been pretty schnockered. So.
What is the, when do you drink?
Oh.
Just whenever? Does it just say drink now?
No, it's things like, for instance, one shot or drink would be when Lana says, yep. Or whenever, 2 shots when Pam says nutsack. And 3 shots whenever when Mallory says, Sterling Mallory Archer! So,
You should write an episode.
It sounds like you just did.
No, you should write one where that daughter dies of alcohol. It's just Pam saying nutsack, nutsack, nutsack. Poor woman. 12 shots. That knows your drinking game.
I just wanted to say thanks for making this show. It's fucking fantastic. I just wanted to let you know, Amber, that my wife says Pam's voice is her inner monologue.
That's nice. Let her know that it's what my mother sounds like. When she's saying mean things to me.
The show. Adam, question for you. Last season you brought in Burt Reynolds, who's obviously a huge influence for Archer. Any plans on bringing Kenny Loggins in as a guest for Sterling to hang out?
Good idea too. I'm going to say yes just so it doesn't sound like you thought it up and I stole that idea. So yes, that's been in the works since way before just now.
Everybody forgot about Messina. See?
I have a question for Adam. With all the success that you've had from Archer, do you have any plans for continuing Frisky Dingo at all?
I would love to, but I don't own that. So, you know, Adults Cartoon Network owns it, and I don't think, they didn't really like it when it was on. I don't think they want to do anything with it now. And I said, also, I think all the people who watched it are probably in one part of this room. It's more than I thought it would be.
Oh man, sploosh. So I thought it was really awesome that you guys brought on an archenemy for Archer with Bionic Barry. But now that he's kind of stuck in space, do you guys have any other backup villains that are gonna come back as reoccurring characters?
Well, Barry is hard at work on the space station, which is kind of, he's kind of like Colonel Kurtz up there right now with all the scientists, and they're hard at work building him a spaceship to get him home. So, hopefully, you know, he's going to be hard to top as a villain since he's a Terminator. So we'll get him back down to Earth soon.
Hi, I do love Archer, but I have to say, I don't think I love anyone more than Kofi McGurk. But now that's out of the way, my question is for everyone. I know at least one of you does stand-up comedy, Aisha, because you came to the club I work at in Portland. But in my experience, a lot of comedians these days are running to animation, and I was wondering if you guys think that's good for stand-up comedy or what?
Well, what? Mainly, I'll tell you something about comedians. They like eating food stuff, so they go get a job if it comes, and they take it, and they make some money on it. That's pretty much the answer to that question. I don't think stand-up's getting it. They're like, I've never come to people like, I have this bid for my act about being a tall black woman. I'd love you to work it into the show.
The one where you're shopping?
The one where I'm shopping. Ladies and gentlemen, be crazy. I never pitched you.
I like that bit.
It's a good bit, right? It's good. It's also Cedric the Entertainer's bit.
And there was some commentary in there about the differences between men and women.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Black
good.
people, white people talk differently.
Yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, that wasn't fun. That was
women like money, guys like sex, all that stuff. But I mean, you know what? You're just trying to make a funny show, so you try to get funny people, right? You do stand-up, John. What's your excuse?
I don't know. That's a dumb question. No, it's not. It's not. It's just the ill-informed. Well, I don't know if comedians are running to animation. Are they? And I guess like there's a lot of people who. I think it's a mix. I think they're performers. You know, and you're people.
Trying to get funny people on your show.
Yeah, that'd be fine. But I've just got to stop answering this. It's not.
Last question.
Oh, so sad.
Yes, I have a question about the writing. I've heard a rumor that you just get into a room and drink a bottle of liquor and just episodes come out. Is that true? What's the writing situation like?
That's not entirely true.
There's no room.
So side.
And Benjamin isn't drinking liquor.
That's a callback, John.
That is a room. That's my special room.
But it is a you know, solitary endeavor. It's just, you know, sitting and staring at the computer until words appear there somehow. It's a fugue state, so I don't know how it works.
Okay. I have one question for each of you. If they did a movie of Archer, a live action, who would you want to play? Who would best embody your character?
John Goodman. I hope.
Oh, me? I'm too short.
Yeah, you say yourself.
I'm too short and not bulky enough. I'd say like Alexander Skarsgård.
Powerhouse cast.
I pitched Nell Carter, but she's busy. I would fight. I would literally get in the octagon and fight anybody who tried to take this fucking part from me. I swear to God. I will bring a blade. I will cut you. I will cut a bitch. I swear to God.
Who would it be in the octagon? Who would
I fight?
Who
would the other person be in the octagon? RuPaul. He's way more women than I am. It's true. I'd still fight him.
That would be me, right? Oh fuck. I'd give a serious answer. I guess John Hamm, right? John Hamm. There you go. Who would play you alone in the room drinking?
I guess that guy who created Alf. But I was going to say Raymond Burr.
Oh God, all right. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. You're amazing. Thank you, FX. Enjoy the rest of the convention. I'm David Holbrook and the cast of Archer.
I just did it again.
I'd say genius. Every time he laughs.
Classic Adam Reed.
I'm a genius.
That was Pam's line. That was ad-libbed.
Was it? What was? Did you ad-lib that
The
one?
chupacabra thing. And we were like, that's terrible. Don't say that. And you're like, no, that's what I always say.
I think my favorite line was also ad-libbed by Pam. What was the panties? What, right? Like the drowning.
You're drowning in it?
Drown a toddler in my panties.
I could drown a toddler.
I did not ad-lib that.
Did you ad-lib that?
That's what I always say.
Did it really happen in real life? Is that how much comes out? That's a crazy amount.
I will actually say that my two favorite lines are also Pam's lines, and one is the one you're so turned on you can cook this chili in your cooch. And also when, this is from season 1, when Cyril was having sex with Cheryl Carroll, Krista Hall, and Pam was on the toilet and said, you guys are making it really hard to drop it deep.
Pam says it's great.
I did like de-escalate your dick. That was a good one. I would use that in real life. Good one.
That's another one of Amber's.
Practical.
My that servo sound.
And Adam, do you have anything?
Yeah, those were all good.
Yeah.
Can we talk about your
perfectly
awesome
fine.
beard? Adam, your beard is just working.
It
is. I just love a fan of
I'm hearing that it's not actually.
I know. I love it. I feel like you look as if you might live in the mountains.
We don't get that in New York.
Oh, it's so true.
Welcome to anger management.
Adam will usually read with us, you know, there's a big back and forth kind of thing, but, you know, literally, I personally, I don't know what everybody else does. I don't care. I'll just jump around, you know, jump.
But you have nobody to like break.
Like crisscross?
Nobody to what?
To break. You know, like, is that the challenge, like getting each other to laugh?
Adam laughs.
I'm about being professional. I gotta just do my job. I'm not, you know, I'm not there to have a good time.
Everybody works differently. Like I feel like, does Adam read his lines with you? Like
No, but when Adam laughs, I'm always like, did I do a good job, or is he laughing because he's so fucking funny? At his own stuff. Is he laughing at his own
laughing at my own joke.
Or is it, did I do a good
Well, you
job?
are.
He's
Laughing at my own joke that you just happened to read out.
Right. Yeah. And then Adam, then I'm awesome.
I am a genius.
Like that is the test for me. Like I'll do the line a bunch of times, and then if I can break Adam, then I feel like I'm like, okay, now it's time to move on. But then sometimes he goes, "That was great," and I go, like, "Do you really feel that way? You just want to be done?" I was like, "I just want to be done with you." So, yeah, then we move on.
Do you each have your own favorite line so far from the show's run? Like one that you just can't get out of your head?
Amber.
Oh God. Yeah, it's chupacabra, but for dicks.
Really good one.
Right. Yeah. Would you think that he would prefer to have Burt Reynolds back as his dad?
To have who? I didn't hear you. I didn't hear that. I really didn't. But everybody applauded. What? Who?
Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Burt Reynolds. Yes.
He was on this show called Archer last season?
Yes. No, I know. I remember.
John doesn't watch the show.
I would love to have Burt Reynolds as my dad. I would.
So has there ever been, I mean, this is a show that is so over the line that it's just spectacular, but has there ever been a line or a storyline where FX was like, not at all, not a chance?
We did the Archer being seduced by the 14-year-old girl in Switzerland took a little massaging, and I think she actually ended up being 16. Because when I said, look, I researched this, and 14 is the age of consent in Germany, the nice S&P lady at FX said, that's great for Germany, it's not the age of consent at the Fox family. So...
Well, the Fox family in Tennessee, right? And Mississippi. It's still 14 there, right? Yeah.
Utah too.
The Foxes have a huge family in the South. They own News Corp.
Not really.
Okay, so you guys clearly, I mean, we know that you don't record together, but how do you keep the energy up when you're in a booth alone and you've got such incredible things to work off of, but nobody's there for it?
Okay.
Our incomparable voice cast. Please welcome, she plays Pam Poovey, Amber Nash. He plays ISIS comptroller, Cyril Figgis. Please welcome Chris Cornell. She plays the lovely Lana Kane. Please welcome Aisha Tyler. He plays Sterling Archer, the one, the only H. John Benjamin. And our creator, executive producer, who's also been known to voice a few characters or two, please welcome Adam Reed. And our moderator today is the esteemed columnist, senior writer for TV Guide magazine. Please welcome Mr. Damien Holbrook.
Everybody, I'm Damien Holbrook from TV Guide magazine. Like John said, thanks so much for having me. And congratulations.
Go for TV Guide!
There you go. He said so. I want to congratulate all of you for displaying exquisite taste in television and being here and nowhere else right now. So congratulations to you guys, season 4. You guys are killing it. Clearly you're not going to give us a lot of secrets to season 4 as we saw in that trailer, but what can you tell us about what's coming up? Give us something.
So just one more question.
What is coming up? I think there will be an epic undersea battle.
But you think? You're not sure.
Is it going to be like a sea lab? Like a sea lab redux?
A laboratory under the sea.
Sex with a mop head?
Yes.
Please, God.
Yeah, I think they will. I think they will go under the ocean to have an adventure.
And TV Guide magazine broke earlier this week that Mallory is getting married.
Yes.
Yes. So, is someone actually going to make her an honest woman? Do we know who this person is?
We do know. And the person is, his name is Ron Cadillac, and he owns 6 Cadillac dealerships in the tri-state area. And he's a total civilian and a voice of reason, and the reasons why Mallory married him have not been made clear yet. But the character will be played by Jessica Walter's real-life husband, Ron Liebman.
Nice. Nice. And how do you think Archer is going to take having a new dad?
I like his name a lot. Yeah, I didn't know about that.
You were in the episode.
Yeah, but I rarely remember that stuff. I don't remember how Archer reacted, but I assume, right?
I think childishly.
Yeah. I don't think he'll like a new dad. He doesn't know who his real one